welcome to this YouTube channel. If you are new here, it's nice to meet you. My name is Omolola. Please click the subscribe button, like and share the video. If you're a returning subscriber, it's so nice to see you again. Stick to this video because today we're going to be discussing a very interesting topic. So what's the topic? Basically, it's a very simple and straightforward topic. It's just what I feel that somebody or a person should or must have done before entering into a relationship. Like what I feel that you must have done before considering yourself to be fit to start a relationship. Okay, so the first thing I feel so a person must have done before entering into a relationship is finding yourself. Seriously, that is really important. If you don't know who you are, you're not doing there's nothing you're looking for in a relationship. It's good to set out time to find yourself before setting out time to say yes to enter into a relationship. So it's just simple because the foundation of a healthy relationship starts with you. It's that simple. The foundation of any healthy relationship starts with you. So if you are going to enter into a relationship, you must know who you are first. Like it is who you have groomed yourself to be over time, who you've known yourself to be over time, that will determine the kind of person you attract. It's that simple. If you know who you are, what you are set out for, what you are called to do, there are some personalities that you will not even consider as an option. There are some kind of persons that will come your way and you would outrightly know that no, this person is not for me. So knowing who you are kind of like helps you to streamline your options. Like there are some people that will just walk up to you and you already know from day one that this person, oh no, is not for me. You understand what I mean? So it is from knowing who you are. When you know who you are, you must have set some standard. You must have set some kind of like standard for yourself. Then this standard will determine the kind of person you want. So then again, it all boils down to knowing who you are. So when you know who you are, when you find yourself, then it's finding yourself kind of like creates a template for the kind of person you would want to be with. It creates a template for the kind of person you want to be with. So you really have to find yourself before entering into a relationship. And the second thing is finding God. If you don't, in fact, finding God should be the first thing, because you cannot find yourself if you don't find God. You can only find yourself in God. So it is after finding God that you find yourself. So and finding God basically is about having a relationship with him, because even to set out in a relationship you will need his guidance, you will need the relationship. So even in all walks of life, in all area of your life, you need God. Definitely you need God. So you need to find God. You need to have working relationship with God. So God helps you to find yourself. He created you, so it's like is the one with the user manual for your life. So he basically knows what he wants for you, what he wants you to do, and what he wants to become of you. So finding God basically helps you to like create a seamless and a very healthy relationship. So after finding God, then you find yourself in God. Then the third and the last one that I'll be discussing in this video is emotional maturity. I'm sure we all accept the that emotional maturity is very important. Is really important. Relationship that will lead to something is requires two emotionally intelligent people. Like if you are not emotionally intelligent, you are not emotionally stable, oh no, relationship is not for you yet. You need to attain that level of emotional intelligence before you start off a relationship. Okay, so what do I mean by emotional intelligence? Okay, let me say communication is part of it. And you know, these days I started seeing some things online that it is I saw one recently and that I kind of agree with. that it is one thing for you to communicate, it is another thing for the person receiving it to understand. So communication basically is not just about you expressing yourself. The communication is not complete when you express yourself. It is only complete when you express and the receiver understands. So emotional intelligence is basically your ability to communicate and your ability to understand another person. Like there are some temperaments that they only know how to communicate. They know how to like hear their view, they know how to share what they feel, they know how to explain what they feel, but they don't know how to understand. Like when you share your own emotions with them, they don't understand. All their mind is fixed into is basically themselves. It is it is a kind of emotional flow, so it should be worked upon. So communication is part of emotional intelligence, crisis management is part of it, maturity, things like that. Like, all these things are really important in a relationship. So you have to be emotionally intelligent. Relationship is not for the weak, I'm telling you. Like, just imagine you not being emotionally intelligent. I know even there are some things that happens in a relationship that requires you to cry. I can imagine, but then if you have a kind of emotional intelligence to an extent, before crying, you must have been able to, like, how do I put it, to manage it to a particular point. So, two different persons working together is a whole lot of emotional work. You have to tolerate the other person, you have to understand the other person, you have to know the other person, and every other thing in between. So emotional intelligence is really required. In fact, is really needed, is really necessary. So that's what they say when they say relationship is not for babies. Sincerely, is not for babies. So then, for me, a part of emotional intelligence is being true to yourself. Like, you can look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself the truth. So this comes in play when you are in a relationship and you are feeling, you are seeing some red flags. You're seeing red flags, but because your emotions want that relationship, you want to stay. It requires a level of emotional maturity and emotional intelligence for you to talk to yourself and be true to yourself to walk out of the relationship. I don't know if you get it. So if you're not emotionally intelligent to a particular point, you keep ignoring the red flags. You keep ignoring them, they keep piling up, you keep ignoring them till boom, something happens and you start regretting it. So I feel emotional intelligence is a part of it requires you being true to yourself. You can look at yourself and tell yourself the truth. Man, that's a lot. That's a lot. Only few persons have that. So I think especially we ladies, we really need to work on that, being able to tell ourselves the truth. Yes, you're in a relationship, or because you feel you are 30, you are 40, you are 50, I don't know, you feel time is gone, there are red flags everywhere, but you don't want to go, you don't want to leave. It requires emotional maturity to live that kind of relationship. So being true to yourself, being real to yourself, being able to tell yourself, okay, I did this, I actually fucked up in this way, that's a kind of emotional intelligence. Okay, I'm wrong. Yes, it's part of it. Admitting to your flaws, like admitting to it when you are wrong. Oh my god, that is very important in a relationship. It is really important for you to be able to take full responsibility of your actions. It is really important for you in a relationship. So all these things, they are really important. So I will leave this to my subscribers. If there are other things you feel, I know there are other things, but because of for the sake of this video, we'll just limit it to those three. So if you feel or you think or you know some other things, some other points that you feel you know that you might share in the comment section, please add it to the comment section. Let me know some things you feel that a person must have achieved or must have acquired or must have attained before entering into a relationship. But we didn't even touch the material things, because those ones are like how do I put it, they are controversial. Some those ones, let's just leave it for now. Maybe some other time we can treat it, but today we're talking about you as a person, like what you should have achieved. So if you know any other points, please feel free to share it in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the love and the support. God bless you, and I love you. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye.